Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 2 of this RMS Pontypridd tutorial. Today's focus will be the ship's main hull, which is the black section with the white on top, and maybe some decks of the superstructure as well. Probably get the main deck on and maybe the forecastle and the stern decks, but we'll see how things pan out. So what we're going to do is focus on the front section of the black first. Well, the black and the white top. You see the black, you also got some white on the top as well. We're going to focus on those bits for today, and it's the same process kind of what we did in part 1, so we're building the hull upwards. I've added signs from 0 to 18 on both sides, front to back, on the red section as well, so that's where we're going to be marking things out, or things have been marked out, and we just go from there. So we're going to start at section 0, we're going to be using black and white at the same time, and as per usual I'm just going to work on one side and do the other side off camera. So for section 0, if we begin, we're going to go up in black 6. So on the end here, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on top of that in white, up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. So that's that bit done there. So that's section 0. And then we move on to section 1. So for section 1, we want in black up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then in white up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. There we go. So that's one block lower because you've got a little forepeak that goes on the bow. So there we are. So that was section 1, and then move on to number 2. For number 2 in black, we want to go on top forward 2, so go forward 1, 2 like that, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I keep screwing this up 5. There we go. There. That was section 2. Yeah, like I say, I keep screwing that up. Anyway, on to section 3 now. For section 3, we want to go up 3 in black, so up 1, 2, 3, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2, and then in white up 2, 1, 2, and up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Marvellous. So that was section 3, and then we on to section 4. I'm kind of a bit concerned about the gaps, but I think that's okay. I think it's just the way the design is. Hard to tell because it's black, but anyway. On to section 4 now. For section 4, we want in black go up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the front, and then in white up 2 rows of 2, so up 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Marvellous. So that was section 5. And now we move on to section 4. Sorry, now we move on to number 5. I'm getting this wrong already. Anyway, for section 5, we want to go up 2 in black, 1, 2, and then up 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the front, and then in white up 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 on the front, like that. Marvellous. So that is slightly lower again, because this top row of 2 here in the white is the deck height. The rest of it is just a cosmetic flange on the front. So now we're at deck height. So now move down to section 6 in black. So for section 6 we want to go up 2, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2. And then on top of that, in white, we go forward 4 rows of 2. So go forward 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So it's 4 rows of 2. And now move on to section 7. And the front of the ship's looking pretty already. Not really. So for section 7, in black, we go up 2, 1, 2, and then we go up 5 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 forward like that, and then in white we go forward 4 rows of 2 again, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So there we are. That's how that one is. That's 7 rows done. Now we move on to number 8. Actually 8 rows in it because the centre's done as well. So for section 8 in black we want to go forward 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 1, 2, and then 1 forward like that. And then in white again forward 4 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Marvellous. So the front of the ship is looking not too bad. Not really a curve going on just yet, but it'll get there. So that was section 8. So now we move on to number 9. So for number 9 we want in black up 2, 1, 2, and then up 4 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 forward like that. And then in white on top go forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top like that. Marvellous, slight change of shape. So that was number 9. Now we're on to number 10. We're flying through this quite well actually. So for number 10 in black we want to go up 3 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in forward 2, 1, 2, and then forward 2 again, 1, 2, and then in white on top forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 on top again like that. Marvellous. So the shape is starting to go. You can see when you go forward with blocks it makes the bow more broad, so that's about as broad as it's going to get though. Now we're on to number 11. So for number 11 in black we want to go up 3 rows of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then forward 2, 1, 2, and then forward 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 again, 1, 2. Okay, I'm thinking I screwed that up. Hang on. So it's up 3, 3, 3. I've screwed this up. Okay, I'm going to do this again. Okay, number 11, number 11. We're still on number 11, okay? So it's up 3 rows of 3. I'm sure I said this, but I didn't do it. So up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 rows of 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. And then forward 2, 1, 2. Forward 3, 1, 2, 3. And then forward 2, 1, 2, like that. There we go. So that's right. And then in white, forward 3, 1, 2, 3. 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 on top, like that. That's right, okay, that's fine. I do apologise for my screw up there, I am prone to those sort of things, and yeah, I do apologise. I'll try not to do any more. Anyway, on to number 12. I could have just edited it out, but you know, that just shows I'm not human. For section 12, we want to go up 2 in black, 1, 2, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 4 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then forward 2, 1, 2, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, forward 2, 1, 2, like that, and then in white, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, forward 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 on top, like that. Marvellous. So that was section 12. Now we're on to 13, everyone's favourite. So for section 13 we want to go up in black 2, 1, 2, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then forward 2, 1, 2, forward 2 like that, and then forward 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, and then in white we go forward 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top, like that. Marvellous. So the broad shaping is changing a little bit. So that was 13, and now we move on to number 14. And there will be sections where the white section which is not needed actually, which is this one. So section 14 we go up in black 2, 1, 2, and then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on the end like that, and then in white just add 1 on top like that, because that's the open well deck, so that's all going to be empty. so this would be an open space. You can see on the prototype the white section goes along there where the crosshairs are up to the mast, and then there's an open gap where the well deck is, and then the superstructure will begin a few rows after that. So that's what this area is. It's just a single block of white. Anyway, now we're on to number 15 now. For number 15 in black we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then in white, 1 on top, like that. Marvellous. And then move on to number 16, which is easy enough again. Number 16, we go up 2 in black, 1, 2, then up 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in white, 1. Marvellous. And then on to 17, you want in black forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, up 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, same height in it, yep, that's it, and then in white we go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the beginning of the superstructure there. So that's that bit done there, and then lastly on to number 18, we want to go forward in black 2, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 2, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over the top in white 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is all 18 sections of the front of the ship done, so it should look something like that. And if you're doing both sides at the same time, that would probably work out best, and everything should work out fine. So that's how that should look. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it'll do. And you've got a bit of a curve going on there, bit ship shape. And there we go. So what we'll do now, we'll go on the inside like we did with the red section in the previous part. Just go on the inside and start filling in the gaps, and everything should work out fine. I'll do the first few rows, and then the white as well. Do another row. And the white, and then one more row, why not? There we go, so there's the first few rows filled in. And it'll start to look like that. So basically just carry on doing the same thing all the way to the back. And everything should work out fine. So I should do a jump cut now while I sort out both sides and fill in the gaps. And then we should move on, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the huddle filled in, and it should look something like that in theory. And got done both sides as well, so the hull of the ship is all complete at the front end there. And we've got a curve going on, so it's not brilliant, not perfect, but it doesn't look too bad. And of course we've got the inside as well, so it should all look something like that. You can see the open well deck, how it should be. So it drops down 3 blocks and then goes single block for a bit, and then goes back up to 4 high. So that is how that should all look. So that's the front end done. Now we're going to head down to the arse end of the ship and do the same again. Joy, oh joy, oh joy. Should be a bit simpler, hopefully. Hopefully being emphasised there. So it's the same process as before. Start in the middle at section 0 and then work out to the left or to the right, whichever way you want to work. I've not actually got the signs on this part actually, which is surprising, but never mind. Are the signs there? Yeah, they are. They're just not copied properly. No, never mind. Anyway, I'll just do the one side and everything should be fine. Anyway, for section 0 in black we'll go up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 1, 2, and then we go forward or back, whichever way. So it's forward 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then we want 5 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then 1 on top like that. And then in white we go forward 2, 1, 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's a bit confusing how it all looks, but it should look something like that. So recap again. Go up the 4, 2, and then forward 3, 3, and then 5 rows of 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, plus 1 at the top, and then in white forward 2, up 3. So that is how section 0 should go. And that's the shape of our stern anyway. So now we move on to section 1, and hopefully that's all worked out. So for section 1 we want in black go forward 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then up 2 more rows of 2. No, hang on, sorry, it says forward 2, up 2, and then up 2 again. 1, 2. I'm confused here. Hang on, it says forward 2, up 2, up 2, and then we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then forward 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forward 5 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 on top, bonk, and then in white, forward 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, there we go. So it follows the same contours basically, just slightly different at the bottom. Anyway, now we move on to section 2. And if you're having problems building this in black, if you're using World Edit, it's probably best to build it in another colour and then change it afterwards. If you're building it freehand, I do apologise, but use night vision or something. It does make the texture show up a bit more, so use night vision, it will help slightly. It's not permanent, but it will help slightly. Anyway, for section 2 in black, we want to go up 2, 1, 2, up 2 again, 1, 2, and then forward 2, 1, 2, and then forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 rows of 2, sorry, yeah, 4 rows of 2, no, hang on, getting confused there, so it's up 2, forward 2, and then 3, 4, 3, and then 3 again, sorry, so 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, like that, and then in white, forward 2, and up 3, 1, 2, 3. So apologies there, I'm getting confused again. Anyway, now we move on to number 3. number 3. So in number 3 we want to go forward 2 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, like that, and then in white, forward 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, like that. That's better, so that's working out now. Now we move on to number 4. Section 4, we want in black, we go forward 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and then in white, forward 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3. Marvellous. So if you look at the back end of the ship, you can't really tell, but there is a bit of an egg shape going on there, or bowl shape. Won't be able to really tell until we get more rows on, but anyway, for section 5, in black, forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forward 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and then in black, in white, sorry, forward 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3. Marvellous. Now we're on to number 6. For number 6 we want in black forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not sure if that's right, but we'll go with it. So it's 5, and then we want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, and then in white, same again, forward 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3. Marvellous. So I was a bit concerned about that shape being a bit too much, but I think it's okay. If it's wrong, we'll go back to it. Anyway, number 7, we want forward 6 rows of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 rows of 4 like that. And then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. And then in white, forward 2, up 3, like that. Marvellous. So let's look at the ship back again to get an idea. The stern is starting to take shape and everything should work out fine. Okay, number 8. For number 8 we want 7 rows of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 rows of 4 like that. And then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. And then in white we go forward 2 and 2, and then up 2, 1, 2 like that. So a slight change in the white. And there we go, so that was section 8. Now we move on to number 9. And hopefully you're able to do this fine. Anyway, number 9 we want 8 rows of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, is that 3? That's a 4. So I just checked that, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows of 4, that's fine. And then we want 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 1. And then in white, forward 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, like that. Marvellous. So that was section 9. Now on to number 10. So for number 10 we want 7 rows of 4, so in black 7 rows of 4 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in white 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2. Like that, so we're getting a more bold, broad shape on our stern. And then we move on to number 11. For number 11 we want in black forward 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we want 6 rows of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in white forward 3 rows of 2, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top, like that. Marvellous, you can see the shape is getting very broad now. That's fine. Now we move on to number 12. For number 12 we want forward 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in white forward 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top, like that. Marvellous, definitely getting a shape going on there. And then we move on to number 13, everyone's favourite. And for number 13 in black we want forward 5 rows of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A row of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then in white forward 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top, like that. Marvellous. So now we move on to number 14. Now the hull will change shape slightly with the white because it will disappear like it did on the front end for an open well deck. But for number 14 we want forward in black 3 rows of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a row of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 rows of 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then in white forward 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 on top, like that. Marvellous. So that was section 14. Now we move on to number 15. And for number 15 we want forward in black 2 rows of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 4 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 rows of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. And then in white forward 3 rows of 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And 1 on top like that. Marvellous. Now we move on to number where are we? Number 16. For number 16 we want to go in black forward 3 rows of 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was 3 rows of 6, and then 3 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then up 2, 1, 2, and then in white 1, like that, because that's where the open stern well deck is. So you can see on the prototype it's just where the mast is there. So that is section 16. Now we're on to number 17. And for number 17 we want forward in black 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Up 2, 1, 2, and then white up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's number 17, and now we move on to finally number 18. And for number 18 we want in black, if I'll just check my notes. Number 18 we want in black forward 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 rows of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and up 2, 1, 2, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then in white up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. That is all 18 sections of the stern of the ship done, and it should look in theory something like that. It doesn't help having the other ship in the background, but anyway, if we look at the ship stern on like so, we've got a bit of a curve going on down there, and it looks quite nice. That's again not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And as before, we'll go on the inside now and just start filling in the gaps, and everything should work out fine. I'll do the first few rows because this stern is much easier to fill in, and we shall go from there. And then fill in all the white bits. Do one more row, why not? Do one more. There we go, that's the first few rows filled in. And the stern should start to take shape like that. Nothing brilliant, nothing perfect, but it will do. And what I should do now, I shall do a jump cut, fill in the rest, and also do the other side, and I'll also fill in the side panel as well, which would be the white wall between section 18 at the front and section 18 at the back, which is that one there. Fill in the side with black and also the white, so the white will go all the way along the side as well, and then everything should work out fine. So I shall do all that now, and I shall return in a moment. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the hull all filled in, and it should look something like that. Actually looks quite neat, got all the side panel done in, and it yeah, looks very shippy, doesn't it? So we've done the other side as well, so just fly around to that. You can see there, all done. If you look at the ship stern on, we got some curvature going on there, which is all fine. So that is the hull of our ship complete. Oof, excuse me. So what we want to do now is to add the first deck of our excuse me, ship. So what we're going to do is go down to the back end of the ship. You can either start at the front or the back, it doesn't really matter, but I'll start at the back. And basically from the inside of the top of the black, we just want to add a deck going the full length of our ship. So you just want to build this block for, well, either block for block or weld edit it, it depends how you want to do it, but yep, we're going to have to add a deck the full length of this vessel. And just be thankful that this is a small ship, because if there's anything like Queen Mary 2 or Normandy or anything like that, then God be with you. And you may want to buy a couple of extra mouses too. I'm just going to do the first few rows and then I'm going to jump cut it because I'm a lazy bastard, as you know. And $1 in the swear jar for the first swear word of this tutorial. Anyway, so that's the first few rows done. Just want to carry on that whole deck all the way the full length of the ship. And then I shall return in just a moment. So I shall do a jump cut, sort that out, and I shall be back. So, back in a mo. Okay, back again. So there's our deck all filled in, and it should look something like that. So we've gone the full length of our ship. What we're going to do now is work on the forecastle, the poop deck, and also the first deck of the superstructure. So we're going to start down at the front of the ship. Put your childish side to one side for the moment. Go down to the front of the ship. We'll do the forecastle first, like I was saying. We'll go down to the very centre of the very centre front of the ship on the inside, and go down to the third block. So 1, 2, 3, and start adding your deck there. And for this bit, you're going to want to build back 38. So that's one. That's the first block already. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And then put a colour block at the end to mark the centre of the end of the forecastle. And then from there, build out white all the way out to the side. So go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 10, 11, 12, 13 out, and then down 2 like that to mark the connection to the hull. So do the same the other side. 1, 2, damn it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, down 2 like that. So that's the end of your forecastle like that. And then the space between the wall we just built, the pillar there, and the side of the forecastle we just fill in now with white and build out to the height as shown. So it's 4 high on the side like that. So it just extends the forecastle by a little bit. Do the same the other side. Got wind. And do the same like so. Build this all up like so, and there we are. There's our forecastle done. And you just go on the inside now, fill in the deck in this whole area, and everything should look fine. So what I shall do the first few rows. So you can see, just fill in the decks both sides of that centre line, and then everything should, in theory, work out fine. So you can see, filled out the first few rows. What I shall do, I shall stand on this block here and just fill in the deck using weld edit. So fill in that side like so, and then I do the same the other side and fill in this side like so, and that's the raised deck at the front of the ship done. Next job we're going to do is go back to the back end of the forecastle. So now we've got this open area here with this open wall here. So what we're going to do now is build a wall. So from that centre block we built, go 1 block forward of that, and then build down 1, 2, 3 in a course like so. So you basically got a wall which is indentated by 1 block, so you got a little overhang. So just build this wall the full length, the full width of the front of the ship here like so. Going the full width like this. Like so, one side done, and then the other side. Keep adding extra blocks. God damn it. Like so, there's our front wall done like so. Now go back to that centre block on deck level, so down to the deck. We'll put another colour block in the middle there, like so, to mark the centre like so. What we're going to do now, we're going to count back to the 31st block back. So once again, we go on the deck, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And on the 30th block, 31st block, we'll put the red block like so to mark the centre. And I'm just going to measure that to make sure it is 30 blocks between the two. And yet 30 blocks, so the red block goes on block 31. So there we are. So that's our centre for the next part. We're going to build the front wall to the superstructure. So this wall is 33 wide, so that's 16 each way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the 16th block is already there. So do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like so. And then you just build that wall to 4 high, so 2, 3, 4, and build it 4 high, the full width of the ship. So this is the front of the superstructure, which would be the end. The bit between will be the well deck, where there will be some cargo hatches, vents, cranes, and all sorts of other wonderful equipment that we shall add at another time. But we'll get these bits done anyway. So there's the front wall done, like so, and then the bit between the front wall and the rest of the white superstructure on the side, we just fill up to 4 high, like so. There you go, fill that gap in. Do the same on the other side, and fill that all in as well. And there we go, that's that front portion done of the superstructure, like so. Marvellous. Now we move to the back of the ship, to the stern deck, or as the French like to call it, the la poupe. La poupe deck. I don't know why. Childish of me. Anyway, we go to the back end of the ship, and we're going to do the same thing we did with the front. So we go to the centre block at the very back of the ship, so this block here, basically, and we're going to add the deck, which is 46 blocks long. So I'll put the first block there, and I measure it as I go along. So I want 46 wood blocks all the way forward. So like I say, I measure it as I go along. So how far is that? That is 38, so 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And 46 as it says at the end of that pink sentence, and then a red block to mark the centre, like so. And then we build the wall out to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down to like that. And the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and down 2. And then join them to, join the sides to the front, or yeah, to the sides to that wall, like so, like we did on the forecastle. Just add the wall on the side, fills in that gap there, and the same on the other side. Second verse, much like the first. And there we go, so that is our side walls done. And then the front wall of this deck, this wall here, is just a flat wall, like so. So it's like that all the way across, so I just build that 4 high as well. And these blocks are starting to annoy me. I'm getting a delayed clicking, I don't know what's doing that. Anyway, we'll just get this all done. Like so, so that's that wall done like that. And then we just go back to the deck on the poop deck and start adding in the rest of the wood, like so. And just start filling all that in. What I shall do, another weld edit for this one, just to fill all the deck in. That's one side done. And then we just do the same the other side. Stand here and fill that in. There we go. Remember, when you're using that tool, to make sure all areas are enclosed. Otherwise, if you have a little leak like that and you use the fill tool, then you're going to have one hell of a mess on the side of your ship, and in your world probably. But anyway, there's the poop deck done. It looks something like that. Now we just need to build one more wall, so I shall add another centre block to the front wall of the poop deck, like so, and we're going to count forward to the 17th block from this point. So on the deck we go 17 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Put a centre block, and then just build a wall. I don't think I've actually counted this one, but just build the wall all the way out to the side. So we'll just do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like so. 16 blocks is already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And like we did on the front, we just build this to 4 high and build it the full width of our vessel, like so. So I'm not exactly rushing this. I'm talking a bit faster than I did earlier. I do apologise if I'm going a bit too fast, but you can rewind the video a little bit. But anyway, there's the back wall done like so, and then just a little gap between, 2 blocks long, just build that to the same height, like so, and the same on the other side. And there we go, there's our superstructure beginnings done, and they don't look too bad. So the next job we want to do now is just add the last deck. So what you want to do is on the inside now, the white section of the hull, you just want to go to the top block and start adding your deck the full length of the open section we just built. So I shall there's the first few rows. I'm going to world edit this one to see if it works. So I shall stand on this block here, and I shall use the fill tool, and hopefully that's filled the whole thing in. Remove that block there, and it looks like it has filled. Yeah, it has. It's filled in the whole deck, so that's fine. The whole superstructure area is now filled in. So from the back here, it looks something like that, and down to the front, and we eventually get there, looks something like that. So the ship is looking ship-shape in Bristol fashion, as some people would say, and I'm quite happy how that looks. So there we go. So that is part 2 of our Pontypridd tutorial, and I'm quite happy about that one. So what we're going to do now is to call it a day. So part 3, when I come back to it, is to build the next couple of decks of the superstructure, and then we shall see how things go from there. There's a couple of deck houses as well, we'll probably get involved as well. And then we'll go from there. So this is Rich signing off and logging off and disappearing. And I shall return in part 3. So I think it's part 3, isn't it? This is part 2, I'm not sure. Anyway, whatever part it is next, I shall return for that. So yeah, bye for now.